All right, boys and girls, so I have written number 1 through 12 on the board. So you are going to pull out your copy that looks like this, lesson 139. And we're going to look at number 1 through 12, and I'm going to draw names again. And we're actually going to code these together. Please don't work ahead. Let's try to do these one at a time so that you understand the syllable division rules. So I'm going to pull a name, and I have number 15. Blake, if you will help me with number 1. And remember, we're always going to refer to our coding tools here. So Blake would look at this one, and Blake, is there a suffix or prefix here in this word? No, there is not. What about a final stable syllable? No. What about any special codings in this word? Do you see any? No, there is not. Now we know we have a vowel pattern, right? Because we have 2 vowels, we have 2 syllables, and also because we're reviewing syllable division patterns. So actually, I'm pretty sure every single one of these, maybe one of these, does not have a vowel pattern. So let's see what our vowel pattern is. So the first thing you want to do is you want to find your vowels and label your vowels. And so in between we have 2 consonants. So we have a V, C, C, V pattern. Now, where are we going to put that division line in this word? Very good, Blake. So yes, typically we divide it right between the 2 consonants like that. Next we move to number 6, and we're going to deal with our 2 vowels, A and E. And our rule would tell us, Blake, that a vowel followed by a consonant is what? Yes, it is short. We code it with a brev. We actually do these in both of them. Now here's where our syllable division pattern may look a little different. It's going to be dependent on where that accent mark is. So let's say the word. Let's read it. Tablet. Tablet. Where do we put that accent mark? Yes, you are correct. It's going to go on the first syllable. Now, I just noticed something when I checked my booklet. Actually, this is not tablet, it's tablet. We more or less say it with a schwa. So you need to change this. Miss Eichert coded it wrong. It's tablet is the better way that we pronounce it. All right, now let's look at number 2, and thank you very much, Blake. Number 2 is going to be Miss Abby. Abby, look at this word. Any suffix or prefix? No, ma'am. What about final stable syllables? No, we don't have a final stable syllable. What about any special codings here? No special codings. What is our vowel pattern, Abby? So remember, boys and girls, we first want to find those vowels, and then we code the consonants that are in between. Now, again, we have a V, C, C, V pattern. How do we go about dividing this one? Remember, typically, where does the division line go, Abby? Yes, you're correct. And in this word, it works. All right. Now we're going to move on to number 6. We're going to code our vowels. So we have a vowel followed by a consonant and a vowel followed by a consonant. So how would you code these 2 vowels? Yes, ma'am, with a brev. Now, watch here. Here's a difference. Let's say this word together. Unless. Unless. Where is my accent mark, Abby? Yes, this time it is on the second syllable. So you see, boys and girls, we had a VCCV and a VCCV. They were both divided in the same place, but accent mark first syllable, accent mark on the second syllable. Very nice. Good job, Abby. All right, number 8, Micah. You're going to do number 3. So, Micah, let's look at our coding tools. Do we have an affix or a final stable syllable? Let's go ahead and knock out 1 and 2. Do we have either of those? No, we do not. What about any special codings? Yes, we sure do. We have a K-back on that C. Nice job. Now look at number 4. We have to look for a vowel pattern. So let's go ahead and find our vowels here, and then we will label our consonants there. Once again, we have a VCCV pattern. Now, tell me where that division line would go, Micah. Yes. Remember, typically we do divide it between the two C's. Now let's look at number 6. We have to code our vowels that are left over, the U and the E. Both of them, vowel followed by a consonant, vowel followed by a consonant. Micah, how would we go about coding those? Yes, you are correct. We would put a brev over the U and a brev over the E. Now, here's the difference in this word. The accent mark could actually be on either of the syllables depending on how you say the word. So, what if you say it this way first? Suspect. Suspect. There was a suspect in the case, all right? You're right. It would be the first syllable. But what if we used it as a verb? I suspect he will have the right answer. Suspect. All right? Now, depending on how that word is used in the sentence, whether it's a noun and you're talking about a person who is a suspect, or if it's a verb and you think you might have an idea about something, for the person or the suspect, it would be on the first syllable. But if you use this word as a verb and said suspect, it would be on the second syllable. So I'll actually take it either way. If you put the accent on this first part or you put the accent on the second part, that would be acceptable. Very good job. All right. Number 4, I'm going to let Lainey help me do. So, Lainey, do we have a suffix or a prefix? No. What about a final stable syllable? No, we don't. Special codings? Yes, we actually do. We have a combination, ER, but, or, er. What about a vowel pattern here? Wow, wouldn't you know it? We have another, we're going to label our vowels, but we have another VCCV pattern. And again, where are we going to divide? This is the most common pattern I think that we use. Where are we going to divide this word? Yes, Lainey, right between the two P's. Very good. How are we going to code this vowel? Because a vowel followed by a consonant is what? Yes, ma'am, it's short. You code it with a brev. Now we're going to say the word pepper. Pepper. Yes, ma'am. First syllable. Nice job, Lainey. All right, let's look at number 5. I'm going to call on Chloe. Chloe, look at number 5 and ask yourself, does it have a suffix or a prefix? Yes, it actually does. What is it, Chloe? It is the Y. Very good. Are there any final stable syllables? No, there are not. What about special codings? Any special codings? Yes, we actually have a digraph. Digraph, SH, shark, sh. Nice job, all right? What about a vowel pattern? Think about it. We're not going to be dealing, we've already dealt with this suffix. So we have the root word shine, which is S-H-I-N-E. Of course, we drop the E to add the Y. So in this particular word, it's a little different. This I is long because of our root word here, but we had to drop the root word when we added the suffix. So the word is shiny. Where's that accent mark, Chloe? Yes, it is on that first syllable. Very good. Nice job. All right, now I'm going to choose Miss Asia. You will help me with number 6. Asia, is there a suffix or a prefix on this word? No. What about a final stable syllable? No. Any special codings? No. What about a vowel pattern? let's see. I have two vowels, yes, and my consonant here. So yes, I have a VCV pattern. Now, where am I going to divide this word? Now, if you didn't know what this word was, you could play around a little bit. If you divided it here, this vowel would be short because it's a vowel followed by a consonant. It would be tana. Don't know that I've ever heard of tana. So I'm going to try a different way to divide it. I'm going to divide it after the U, right here. So I have an open accented vowel, coated with a macron. Tuna. This A, tell me about that, Asia. Yes, ma'am, it has a schwa sound. Now, tuna, tuna. Yes, accent, first syllable. Tuna, VCV pattern. Very good. Good job. All right, now, Isaiah, you're going to help me with number 7. And the first thing that we're going to do, Isaiah, is look for a suffix or prefix. You're right, there are none. Right again, no final stable syllable. What about special codings here? Any that you see, Isaiah? No, there's not. What about a vowel pattern? Well, wow, you have 3 vowels, right? We have a vowel here and a vowel here. Now, this vowel is silent, so we're not going to worry about it. But we do have to put a C under the consonant. So we have another VCV just like we did here. So let's see how we end up finishing coding this one. So Isaiah, where do you think the division line would come? Now let's just pretend that Isaiah said right here, and I'm going to put a little dotted line. If I finish coding that word, I would have rot-ate. Rot-ate. I don't think I've heard of that word, so I'm going to try it another way. I'm going to divide it here. So Isaiah, if I divided it there, what would happen to these 2 vowels? Number 6 says I need to deal with my vowels. Do they need a macron or a brev? You're exactly right. Open accented vowel, and then a vowel, consonant, silent E. You have another macron. So let's say this word, and you tell me where the accent goes. Rotate. Rotate. Nice job. It goes on the first syllable, just like number 6 did. Very good job, Isaiah. All right, Miss Page, let's look at number 8. This is a long one, Paige, but let's see if you can figure it out. You're a pretty good detective, I think. So is there a suffix or a prefix? Nope, there's not. What about a final stable syllable? No, ma'am. Any special codings here? No, no special codings. What about a vowel pattern? I have a long vowel pattern. But first, let me just deal with my vowels here. And remember, I don't deal with silent E, but this one makes another sound. So it will be part of my vowel pattern. So now we have to label all our consonants in here. And look at this. We have a V, C, 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 V, C, C, V pattern. Wow. That's a mouthful, isn't it? All right, so Paige, tell me where I put my division line. Yes, ma'am, between the M and the B. Yes. These two stay together because it's a blend that says bruh. And yes, ma'am, between the 2 L's right here, the 2 consonants. Good job. All right, so look at number 6. I have to go back and I have to deal with my vowels. So do I need a brev or a macron here? I have a vowel followed by a consonant. Yes. Vowel followed by a consonant. Yes. Brev, I do with this A because it sounds like short U. Yes, ma'am. I put a schwa over it. All right, now, Paige, I'm going to say it. Umbrella. Umbrella. Where is that accent? Yes, ma'am. It is right here in the middle. Nice job, Paige. Good detective work. All right, Maddie Jane. You are up for number 9. And Maddie Jane, look at this word. Do we have a suffix or a prefix here? No, we don't. Oh, you're right. Yes, ma'am. We have a final stable syllable, T-I-O-N, lotion, shun. Good job. What about any special codings? Do you see any here, Maddie Jane? Right, you're right. Combination A-R, star R. And then what about a vowel pattern? Do we have a vowel pattern? Yes, we do. So we're going to label our vowels first. Then we're going to go back in and put a C where our consonants are. And where would we divide this V, C, C, V pattern? Yes, between the two consonants. Nice job. Now the only vowel we have left to worry with is this A. It's an open accented A, so we code it with what? Very good, Maddie Jane, with a macron. So I'm going to say it. You tell me where my accent goes. Starvation. Starvation. Nice job. That second syllable. Good work, Maddie Jane. All right, number 13, Olivia. You are going to actually do entrance, which is number 10 on the board. So let's go back and let's look at our coding tools. And do we have a suffix or a prefix here? No. Final stable syllable? No. What about any special codings? Yes, we do. This is cedilla C. We have a silent E right there. All right. What about a vowel pattern? Yes, we have 2 vowels and we have 2 syllables. So we're going to label our vowels. And then we're going to put a C for consonant under the 3 consonants. So we have a V, C, 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 V pattern. So where do I divide this word? Olivia? Yes, between the first 2 consonants. Very good. Now, let's find out. We have a vowel followed by a consonant. How do we code that E there? Yes, ma'am. Short vowel. Now, do we say, is this word entrance, or do we say entrance? Coming to the entrance of the building. Yes, ma'am. This A, again, sounds like the short U, so we have to code it with a schwa. Now I'm going to say it, and you tell me where to put the accent mark. Entrance. Entrance. Very good, Olivia. First syllable, you are exactly right. All right, now I'm going to call on Sam. Sam, number 11, you get to do number 11. All right, Sam, do we have a suffix or prefix in this word? No, we don't, right? What about a final stable syllable? No. Any special codings? There's 2, Sam. What are they? Yes, we have a K back on that C. Notice this S, it sounds like a Z. Good job, Sam. You are a good detective. Now, Sam, do we have a vowel pattern? We have 2 syllables and 2 vowels, so we do, right? Yes, so we start out, we are going to code our 2 vowels here. Put a C under that consonant. So we have a V, C, V pattern, similar to these words, number 7 and number 6. So let's see how we go about dividing this word, because in these 2 words, we divide it right after the vowel, but let's see what happens here. Sam, tell me where we divide it. Yeah, you're right, but now I want to pretend something. Let's pretend that we thought, I divided the VCV after the first vowel. If I did it in this word, guess what this would be? Close it. Have you ever heard of a close it? Do you put your clothes in the closet? No. You put your clothes in the closet. So this VCV pattern is after the vowel and the consonant. So yes, Sam, you're right. Vowel followed by a consonant is short. And this sounds like, listen how I say it carefully, closet. I don't say closet. Some people do, but you pronounce it closet. Put your clothes in the closet, please. So this E sounds like so we have to code it with a schwa. Closet. Closet. Very good, Sam. You said first syllable, excellent. But see, boys and girls, so that VCV pattern in number 6 and 7, we coded it after the vowel. But in number 11, we coded it after the vowel and the consonant. So you see, we use a lot of different syllable division patterns, but we have to be good detectives in our work. All right, number 3, Brianna. You help me with number 12, all right, Brianna? So do we have a suffix or a prefix in this word? No, we don't. Good job. What about a final stable syllable? Yes, we do. We use a lot of words with T-I-O-N, lotion, shun. Very good. What about any special codings in that word, Brianna? Yes, you're right. We have a K back on that C. Good job. Do we have a vowel pattern here? Well, let's see. We have a vowel and a vowel, and we have 3 consonants in between. Nice job. Yes, ma'am. Where do we go about dividing that word? Yes, between the N and the S. Now we have to look at number 6, and we have to deal with our 2 vowels, and both of them are a vowel followed by a consonant. Short and short. Code them with a breath. Now I'm going to read the word inspection. Inspection. Very good. It goes on that 2nd syllable. Nice work, boys and girls. So make sure that you have coded these like I have. And then what I would like for you to do is look at the bottom of your paper. Now your bottom of your paper has an X through it. That was an accident, okay? So we're actually going to continue on and work with these words. And we're going to write them on the board. And I'm going to take turns, and I'm going to pull sticks again and see if you can help me figure out these words. Now, most of the time when you see words like this, you will actually be looking in a dictionary, and this shows the actual pronunciation of the word. So like for number 1, you have this written down, and if you pronounce that word, how would you pronounce it? Sophia. Yes, ma'am. It's pronounced stack. Tell me how you would spell stack, Sophia. Yes, you would spell S-T-A-C-K. Remember, C-K after a short vowel, stack. That's how you would spell it. All right, now, look at the second one. It is written like this on your paper. All right, so I'm going to pick 14, Caleb. How would you pronounce this word, Caleb? Sunk. Sunk. That's how it sounds. But how would you spell it, Caleb? S-U-N-K. Sunk. Now, why did we use K instead of CK? I'm looking up here at our final K spelling rules. We have CK after a short vowel, And we have K after a consonant or a vowel digraph. So this is the consonant, and here's the K. That's why we use K instead of CK, because CK is after a short vowel sound. All right, now look at number 3. Number 3 on your paper looks like this. Okay, that's how you pronounce it. So I'm going to put my straws in again, and I'm going to call on Max. Max, how would you say this word? Rattle. Very good, Max. Rattle. And then how would I spell it, Max? R-A-T-T-L-E. So I have a final stable syllable, T-L-E. Nice job. Oh, I'm sorry, boys and girls. That was actually number 4. So Miss Eichert's going to do number 3 now, but I've got it labeled as number 4. Sorry about that. How do you say this word? Jasper. Lodge. Very good. So how would you spell that? Now I'm going to look up here. You can't see it, but my final J spelling rolls. How would you spell that? Yes, sir. L-O-D-G-E. Very good. So when I hear J after a short vowel, I use D-G-E, which is a trigraph. All right? So I'm not requiring you to code them. I'm just showing you on the board, okay? Now, number 5. It looks like on your paper, this is how it sounds. And let's see, number 9. Alexander, how would you spell hinge? Now think about it. We have the J sound. Alexander, how would we spell it? H-I-N-G-E. Now, why did I use G-E instead of D-G-E? Because on my final J spelling words, D-G-E comes after a short vowel, and G-E comes after anything else. So this is a consonant. It's not a short vowel. So we would use G-E. Very good. Now, look at number 6. How would you spell this word? How would you say it? And I'm choosing again. I'm going to go to Chloe. Sleep. Good job. How would you spell that? S-L-E-E-P. You're right. You have a vowel digraph that says E. Number 7. All right, and I'm going to pick, let's see, Sam? Delay. Delay. How do I spell that, Sam? D-E-L-A-Y. Delay. Very good. Number 8. All right, and I'm going to pick Sophia. Action. How do you spell that, Sophia? A-C-T-I-O-N. Very good. I have final stable syllable that says shun. Nice job. All right, number 9. Isaiah. Stretch. You would think it sounds just like it's spelled here, but the ch sound is actually a trigraph. That's a hint. So how do you spell that, Isaiah? S-T-R-E-T-C-H. So when I look at my spelling rules and I'm thinking about the final ch sound, trigraph TCH is used after a short vowel sound, and CH is after anything else. So because this is a short vowel, you will find trigraph TCH. Look at number 10. All right, Miss Abby, help us with it, please. Okay. Jumped. How do you spell that? J-U-M-P. Now, what suffix says t? You're right, ed. Suffix ed actually says t, d, or ed. Very good. All right, let's see, I'll go ahead and erase this, just make sure you guys can see it. Number 11. Filled. Now this is as in I filled up the bucket with sand. How would you spell this word? Mighty Jane? F-I-L-L, and I add my ED. Good girl. All right, number 12. Caleb, how do you pronounce that? Yes, bike. How do you spell it? B-I-K-E. Silent E. That's vowel, consonant, silent E. Nice job. All right, number 13. How do we say this word? Blake? Solve. Solve. Now, how do we know in the English language, anytime a word ends with the V sound, how must we spell that sound? S-O-L-V-E. Good job. All right, number 14. How do I spell that word? Asia? Stony. Stony. It was stony ground. Okay. S-T-O-N-Y. Very good. We dropped the E in the root word when we added vowel Y. Stony. All right, and number 15. How do we say this word, Brianna? Face. How do we spell face? F-A-C-E. We've got cedilla C there. Good job. That would be a final S spelling rule. So when you have the final S spelling, you use SS after a short vowel, like the word boss. You use SE after anything, well, excuse me, let me say this. You use CE after a long vowel sound, as in ice and face. And you use SE after anything else, like house. You have SE, or mouse, or false, or loose. All right? And then finally, the last one is this one. Micah. How do you say it first? Drop-ing. What do we do, Micah? You're exactly right. We have to double that P because we have a vowel and a consonant and we're adding a vowel suffix. So we double that P. Very nice job, boys and girls. Now, what you're going to do on the back, you are going to choose 5 of those words and you're going to write complete sentences. So you're going to have a subject and a verb. It's going to make sense. You're going to have a capital letter and an end mark. And you're going to write 5 sentences in your nicest, neatest cursive because some of you are rushing through. And it's really showing in your penmanship. So I want you to take your time and do your work as unto the Lord. And I want to see some really good sentences, boys and girls. I love you so much. We've had a great week of reviewing phonics. And I'm just praying. I'll be seeing your sweet little faces soon. Love you so much.